Pumpkin seeds all over.
You have a special guest with us this morning.
I have a very special guest. She is a rager, as we like to call them. One who has graduated the Rage program and have also received personal private coaching from me. She's coming up. She's going to tell an amazing story of transformation. And everyone who's listening, keep it locked. You're going to hear some stuff that's going to really help you in your life, guaranteed.
You know, it's nice looking at our Facebook page for this radio show on Hawaii no Ko'oi.
Yeah.
And looking at all the comments from this past week. Oh, good stuff.
Good stuff.
A lot of people are being affected by what we're talking about. When I say affected, they go, oh, how do I get a hold of Ray? So, Ray, give everybody your number before we get into Betty's story next.
Okay, please call 747-224-9669. 747-224-9669. And if you guys, go to my website. All the information is there. Take your time. There's videos up there, information, and it's ragenow.com. RAYGNOW.com.
All right, we'll talk to Betty next and her amazing story. In the meantime, here's Kalohe Kai, and this is the life on 99.1 Hawaii no Ko'oi. Drive, on the four-way stop, and
nobody stopped.
No, everybody trying to going around each other. Funny video, man.
Yo, for real, I gotta go check it out.
So, if he's tuning in on iHeart, I don't know if you can tune in on iHeart Radio in Japan because China. I mean, they have all kind of regulations.
They control the airwaves, huh?
Ah, gosh, can you imagine living like that?
No.
Living like you cut off from society.
No. I love the United States of America and the freedom that comes with that.
Yeah, and having total freedom is what everybody dream of.
Freedom is the way.
Right?
It truly is the way. I mean, without freedom, what do you got?
Betty, did you find freedom?
Oh, gotta have freedom. I'm sorry.
She's just the freedom.
Yes, everybody. Betty, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi. My name is Betty, and I went to Rage 3 with such amazing experience. Ray has helped me a whole lot. I'm an actual, yes.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like
over 20 years.
And I'm interviewing Betty. Betty, remember me when I was in high school? And
I know, and Betty told me, she says, I know Augie. I know Augie a long time.
My grandpa would come into the store at Foodland. My brother worked with Betty.
Betty's been at Foodland for 30 years.
Amazing.
A 30-year dedicated worker. So many people know Betty.
Yeah.
So many people know. She's very famous.
Foodland was a little small, Kalia. Now it's expanded all over the place.
Yeah.
And,
Betty Enos, everybody. Betty Enos.
Betty, thank you so much for coming in. All right. So tell us your story.
Okay. I went to Rage 3 and only because my friends would send me there, because I'm having this really bad problem with interstitial cystitis.
What is that?
There's another fancy word.
I know, a lot of big, fancy medical terminology.
It took me a while to learn how to say interstitial cystitis.
Oh, my God.
Okay, what it is, it's a painful bladder syndrome.
Oh.
And because of it, I've actually gained a ton of weight, because before that I was like 112 pounds, working out at the gym three times a week. I was instructing aerobics. I was there.
I saw some of Betty's old pictures in a bikini. She had one. She looks like a fitness model.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, once upon a time. So, when my friends didn't know, they really didn't know. And then one day they called me up and they go, oh, you coming to the meeting? I don't think so. Why? I have this really bad pain. My bladder's killing me. And they go, what are you talking about? So I mentioned what was going on, and they said, okay, you got to come to Rage. There's a show that's coming up. And I says, what's Rage? She said, oh, this guy, and he does healing. I'm there. No question. She goes, yeah, it's expensive. I says, no, nothing's too expensive.
Amazing how, when you desperate for help, you'll find ways.
That's correct.
To get the help. I mean, if you want it.
Yeah.
You can sit around and complain and be mad, but when there's options available, I'm amazed at how many people don't jump to the opportunity.
It shocks me as well. It does shock me as well, because when we're in pain and when life really is terrible and tough, man, we'll reach for anything. There's two conditions, Augie, I found when people actually change.
Okay.
When they will make the moves to change. One is when they're inspired through inspiration. You know, you meet someone that just totally ignites your spirit.
Sure.
And the other is desperation.
Right.
Wow, things got to get really, really bad before we start to wake up. And guess what? Most people only under desperation, like over 95% of people is going to get to a desperate place rather than, you know, seek inspiration.
Well, coming up, we'll find out what happened when Betty went to Rage. Did Ray make her just make she? Oh, Ray helped her through her process of whatever that, you know what I mean?
Made her pee in her pants.
What was it? Is that a disease? What is it, Betty? Okay, Betty's coughing.
It's a condition.
It's a condition. What's it called again? What's it called again?
Interstitial cystitis, and there is no cure.
When you
Another no cure.
When you say that, I get tired already. Here's traffic with TC. What's up?
Clearing out on the way.
Sending out all the aloha right now this morning. Hopefully you've been listening for the last couple of days. Ray Johnston been filling in for Lanai. He brought some amazing guests with some amazing things happen to them because you touch their lives. Now, if you want Ray to touch your lives and give you the transformation you need because he does this thing called Rage, we reawakening your greatness.
Oh yeah,
we are all born great, and there's no reason for us to live in pain, in fear, in like, you know, right?
Preach it, Augie.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Hallelujah.
You are doing absolutely. You're getting me excited.
There's no reason for that, my friends.
That's
and
right, man.
All you have to do is make a simple call at
747-224-9669. 747-224-9669.
A lot of you guys are skeptics, like myself, like Betty. Betty was a skeptic.
Big time.
I mean, okay, you find out you have a bladder problem, a
Correct.
condition.
Yes.
What happens when you go to the doctor? Before you went to see Rage, what happens when you go to the doctor and the doctor go, I'm sorry, you know, you might have to go buy Depends for the rest of, right? Because that's basically it. If you have a, you know, because I cannot hold mine, honestly. You know, I cannot. I know, so I cannot imagine if a doctor told me that you have a condition, and every time you have this pain, things happen. You cannot, you cannot move. You might have to wear Depends. What was going on in your mind?
What was going on in my mind is that I'm eventually probably going to get crippled because I cannot get up. You know, to getting out of bed or getting up off the couch is major.
And then you work.
And I work, and I die 1,000 deaths, okay?
Right, and you stand up all day.
Yes. In fact, my doctor told me to quit work. Wow. She said, it's not good for you to be standing up.
Okay, so did he subscribe anything to
medication,
you?
But all it did was cause dry mouth and didn't do anything else. And she basically, we had this bladder cocktails, you know, and they insert medication into the bladder. Oh my God.
Painful,
it's burns. I cannot wait to get home and just sit in the tub and soak. And it just kills me.
Wow.
You know, it's really painful. In fact, at one point she said, come every day, every single day after work. I got to shoot down there, get the bladder medication, you know, and
that's not good.
No good.
The remedy is as painful as the condition.
Did you try alternative medicine?
I tried acupuncture, hypnosis.
You did that too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't work.
So how long were you suffering with this condition?
I was diagnosed in 2005, but I think it was going on a couple years before, but I didn't put it together because they kept telling me I had bladder infections, but that's not what it was. So, you know, for me, I'm really active. I was always at the gym. Sure, you know, I used to go to the spa 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I stay there from 7 to about 12 in the afternoon.
You're looking real good.
Yeah,
thank you.
Honestly,
I dropped 12 pounds. I'm starting to do more stuff, you know. And in fact, about 2 or 3 weeks ago,
You'd squat.
No. I was digging weeds, and when I do that, I cannot get up.
And
it's like
digging weeds.
I got up. It was like I stopped and I went, oh my God, I just got up. You know, I just got up off the ground, and it was like no big deal.
Well, coming up, we'll talk Motor Ray, and we'll see what happens when Betty goes to Rage, and then she goes, I gotta spend some time. I need to go talk to this guy Ray. Because I'm desperate. I don't like waiting things. My bladder is burning. So we'll talk more about how Ray has helped you 99.1 Hawaii Lokoi.